Peace, blessings to everybody. This is the Abolish Movement. Jim Crow, Lord Supreme,
In the building.
in the place to be. Peace to the gods and earths. And you see the shirt says, if it moves, kick it. You know, that's us dealing with martial arts. You know what I'm saying? Just, we're gonna just go off the top of our head today, but we're gonna talk about us being warriors and not dealing with the weak stuff that's out in the world today. You know what I'm saying? We gotta let our voice be heard, let our strength be seen and heard also, because a lot of stuff I'm not letting skate. My brother Jim Crow ain't letting it skate. Us as a people shouldn't let certain things skate. We turn the other cheek. I ain't into that. I'm a warrior. I live by a warrior way. And when I see the news and see my people, especially my brothers out here getting killed by cops or just other men, and they just mind their own business, but somebody's behind recording it, I'm wondering why the person that's recording it ain't firing his pistol or getting involved, hurting the person that's hurting our fellow brother. You know what I'm saying? So it's cowardice. You know what I'm saying? Like, them days over with, turning the other cheek, that was we was programmed to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not turning the other cheek. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in attack mode. Gotta help my fellow brother out. Hopefully, my fellow brother helped me out if I was in one of those predicaments. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I have this sword, Like I said, I'm all the way in it. All the way in it. Live by the sword, die by the sword. How you feel about that, Jim Crow?
I'm in agreement. I'm in complete agreement. And not trying to come off as Billy Badasses. No bullshit like that. Not starting something.
Nah, not at all.
If the need be, having full confidence and the full physical and mental capacity to finish something.
Of course.
It's just self-defense, It's arming yourself in case of need.
Exactly.
So that's why you train your body. That's why you read these books to improve your mind. You surround yourself with people who can make you something greater, not people who can detract from you and tear you down.
That's
people
right.
who will steer you the wrong way.
That's right.
But yeah, society, like you said, there's a lot of evil doing going on out here, man.
A lot.
And it seems like it's just, oh well, people just want to throw up their hands and say, fuck it, it is what it is.
Nah, I can't let that, I can't let that ride. It is what it is. Nah.
What you said is true. We've had voyeurs watching murders. And thanks, because at least you did that. At least that can be evidence at the trial. But I never hear any vocal demands coming from the person who's filming, like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you gonna shoot that guy? Put your gun down. Well, there's no intervention at all. So it's almost like they're caught in some situation where they can't handle the reality of the situation.
Right.
They're not mentally or physically prepared to do anything other than capture it.
Well,
they can't intervene.
It starts in the mind first, and as they, what you say is like might be too gruesome for them, or it's too much, and they got their phone. They might be recording, but deep down inside, they're like, they don't have the strength to deal with the situation, not even just the physical strength, but just the mental strength, to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, strength starts inside. It's your heart. It's not even how much you can lift. It's how much can you take? How much can you endure? You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be able. You gotta fight back. Our oppressors, they just doing whatever they want to us. You know what I'm saying? And we taking it. I'm not taking it no more. I'm tired, all the kneeling and marching and holding hands and having lunches and dinners and banquets for what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go to, let a dog off on me, hopefully I have one of these on me, and I bet you I'll cut that dog's head off, cut a man's hand off who lays his hand on me, and he'd have one less hand to wipe his ass with. You know?
Yeah, that's what I said. If he lays his hand on you, you make sure that he will never ever lay another hand on you.
Oh, of course.
You know,
he's not gonna lay. Well, he's gonna be one hand short to lay a hand on someone else.
Yeah, you know, without any type of deterrent, bad behavior continues. I mean, hey, I don't have children, but I was a child that was raised, and you have children that you raised.
Yes, I do.
So yeah, these incidents keep happening because there is no fear. For whatever reason, if there's no fear of the black community, if there's no fear of the prosecutors in the town, of the judges, of public sentiment,
So,
you know, but something is empowering people to act in this fashion. Over and all across the United States. But hey, you can't spell the United States without hate.
that's what it
Try it, baby.
That's what this country was built
The
on, man.
United States, hate is in there.
Word.
Write it down and do a puzzle for yourself if
Listen.
you don't believe it.
The people that oppress us, they don't have no fear of us retaliating back. They don't.
First and foremost.
So, but believe me, if you know the stuff that the situations that be going on, if we did what we supposed to do, they would think twice of doing the next situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They wouldn't be they'd be like, oh man, they be thinking twice. Like, man, remember the last time something happened, like they burned down a whole police precinct, or the people that did whatever they did, they got their house burned down, got their wife snatched, or what I'm saying, got their
A sniper shot a man in the damn head.
so
Yeah.
we gotta give them, it's gotta be repercussions for whatever bad thing that they do to us.
You have to plant that seed of doubt. So in
Gotta
the
be
heat of the
repercussions.
moment, he ain't so free to pull that trigger. I mean, that's essentially what it comes down to.
Yeah, trigger, a fight, a beating, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta make sure they pay for their actions at that moment in time. Stop pulling out your phone. I mean, it's cool to record what they doing, but you gotta get involved.
Actively, man. Like I seen, who is it? I think Rashad Breeland played in the Super Bowl for the Chiefs, intercepted the pass. He's at a gas station. Some rent-a-cop smells some weed. He wants to start poking his nose around the man's truck. So they ain't getting along. It's a young, affluent black male and some flunky. And who cares? It's weed. He's not, it ain't like, hey, I got you in the process of committing an actual crime and you have weed. The weed was the excuse for to get in this guy's life. Everybody at the gas station got their cell phones out, but at some point, since he don't want to submit and get out the way and let the man go through his truck like he's a fucking German Shepherd or something, a drug-living dog, when it's a man supposed to be standing up on 2 feet, realizing that weed is legal pretty much. The feds, it ain't legal for the feds, but the feds is also keeping their hands off. They leaving it up to the states, and states is legalizing it fast as they can. Not just for medicine, but for recreation, to relax, like red wine. The next thing you know, this dude pulls his gun on the dude, man. And people is begging and pleading. They're not begging the guy with the gun. They're telling the guy who ain't do shit wrong, oh man, please, don't stop what you're doing. Submit. Just do what he say. What good is that? And finally he does sit down. But you're constantly putting the impetus on the victim to behave in a certain way. Like, hey, I'm the victim. I'm just doing what I do, bruh. I'm going to get a tank of gas and smoke some weed. Whoop-de-doo. Or hey, I'm going for a jog, getting some exercise in the neighborhood. I just really don't understand that. Like, why the responsibility has to be on me to get home safe.
That's why.
When I'm doing, the other cat, he ain't having them issues.
So we have to understand.
He go out and have a good time. He know he coming back. If the cops stop him or not.
So Jim Crow. So we have to understand why they really never taught us about Huey P. Newton really in school.
Because they don't want your ass fighting back.
Because with situations like that, if
Right.
you jump in your phone, like I have a situation, hey Lord Supreme, I'm at such and such gas station. Come up here and bring the cavalry.
Right.
In 2 minutes, we there. About 8 of us, and we're gonna circle this little pump.
And you got equal or maybe superior firepower to the one.
So we're gonna give you an ultimatum. You got 10 seconds,
right,
to get away from my fellow brother, or it's gonna be bad for you. Whether we
no
pull these
law.
weapons out or we use our hands, but you got 9, 8. You gotta get up out of here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all that was back then.
We have to police each other and help each other out like that. We gotta stand in we gotta be in unison. We gotta be organized. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta be for real about this, because they taking us out every day. And they ain't thinking about the repercussions, but if they see us organized,
right,
and you see 5, 6 black men in some military gear, and talking down to you like, dude, you gonna get away from over here? Or if you hurt him, we're gonna hurt you. And maybe your loved ones too at the same time. Then this stuff will stop.
That's it. They had the Panthers had an effect.
Yeah.
If it wasn't having no effect, they wouldn't have turned and attacked the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was a clown show, then why they weren't trying to assassinate them? They did assassinate.
Of course.
Them. The ones they didn't kill, they put trumped up charges on, and they spent time in jail.
Of course.
Facing the death penalty.
Of course.
But yeah, they beat all them cases.
Of course.
So yeah, but that can have an actual effect. It will work today.
So
look at the text and tweets you send. You can easily make that work better now than then. There wasn't no fucking cell phone
at all.
You had to do, hope there's a payphone there and you can make a call if you got a quarter. So right now the communication is far superior, faster, and the weaponry is far superior as well. Of course. So the only thing lacking is the will. So the heart, like you said,
of course,
a thought in your mind. Can we do this? Should we do this? What will it take?
But the funny thing is, because all this, like everything around you plays a part in this. They dumb down our music.
Yes.
They dumb down our children. They soften them up.
Right.
So we're not gonna have warriors out here. You know what I mean? And so that plays a part.
Who do you glorify? Like who do you see being held up, as a role model or a paragon? Like this is someone you should imitate. So you run Colin Kaepernick off the TV. But everywhere you look, here's blue ball all over your TV.
All on the TV.
That's a dangerous sneak attack.
Dangerous.
So you have a better chance of being successful in life if you choose this path. And this path, man, we'll try to drop you in a damn hole somewhere.
So
and
we're not.
He's still getting money. This guy,
that's right.
So yeah,
right.
And imitation, that's what happens. Like, why would a kid want to grow up to be a doctor? Maybe because he wants to heal people, but because he knows they do well financially. They're respected and looked upon as something good. So yeah, they pick people who fight back, kick up dust, try to rally the people to inspire them. Man, they get a tough road to hoe. But so the little frivolous, stupid shit that you shouldn't even be paying no attention to, man, they put that up there so high. Next thing you know, you might catch yourself looking up. So if you ain't careful,
they play this dirty. We don't have too many guys that's high in society that's militant. They've killed them, arrested them, put trumped up charges on them.
Other than John Lewis, who was getting ran underfoot by horses and billy clubs and everything on the Evan Pettis Bridge, where he was just a young college student and made it up, into the higher echelon of politics. I think Bobby Rush might be in politics still after having spent time in the Panther Party. But you can count him on one hand. It's not that guy. You know what I'm saying? I think Amiri Baraka's son is the mayor somewhere.
Yeah,
but as hard as I'm having to think, of these people,
that's right.
That lets you know that they few and far between, man.
And far between. We need to have some.
You will see more, no disrespect,
every other
Cory
corner.
Booker types
On every other corner.
or Barack Obama types.
Yeah. We need to take fitness more serious.
Light skin, clean shaven, and acceptable to the fool who's trying to kill you.
Yeah, but if you see, if you got,
if he like him, maybe I shouldn't like him.
But if we got 8 brothers out on the corner, we all got tactical gear on, and we throwing up the peace sign and we building. That's a threat.
And
we ain't smoking reefers. We ain't smoking blunts. We building. You know what I'm saying? We dropping knowledge. We passing out books to the kids.
Like the Panther said, you can't be loaded doing the party's business.
No.
Now if it's a day off and you want to have a drink and have a smoke, great. But when you in uniform and you have a gun and you need clear thoughts and strong body, you have to be clean. And you need to know your damn rights. Like know your rights as a human being first and foremost, but also know the law of the land where you stand in that. What gun can I carry? How close can I be to the police before they try to say I'm, interfering in police business? Like, hey, you getting too close while we breaking this brother down unnecessarily. You got to know all that because you will be attacked. But if you know the law, you can present your case when they falsely arrest you and go on back to your house. But the main thing is, do you have that dog in you to want to even engage in this fight?
Of course.
If we do as a people across the board, and this ain't gonna be for everybody. Every fool ain't gonna pick up no gun. But maybe you're an artist. Maybe you can do some revolutionary artwork. Or you're a poet.
That's right.
You gotta contribute what you contribute.
But we need warriors out here.
Depending on your spirit, hey, it might be your age, your health. There's a whole lot of things. Like shit, a little kid ain't gonna do what some fool my age could do.
We need warriors out here. But we got to train them when they small, so that way by the time they reach 17, 18, they graduate high school. You know what I mean? We done taught them economics. You know what I'm saying? We done taught them how to hold a gun, shoot the gun. You know what I'm saying? They know how to fight it. They done learn martial arts. So now we done raised up our warriors. And we have to, I don't know if everybody at home, if y'all watched the movie 300, they was in Sparta, and they was grabbing the little young boys when they was like 6 or 7, and they was training them as warriors at that age. So by the time they reach adulthood, they're the warriors. You know what I mean? They was in the army. You know what I'm saying? We need to do our children like that, our young boys. You know what I mean? They be militant but well organized. You know what I'm saying? We right now it's like we don't have any warriors. So when our young boys, our young black brothers is out here, you know what I mean, they riding around and you got, it's not the police, but you might have some racist, retard,
wannabe cop,
fake ass, want to do some, harm to them. They know how to, protect themselves. You know what I'm saying? And they're not gonna be solo. It might be 3 or 4 brothers with them. You know what I'm saying? They know how to handle themselves well. So we gotta, but that's going to put the word out to our oppressors and the people that's oppressing us, like, hey, we can't, we gotta slow down doing what we doing because there's gonna be repercussions behind that. Yeah, of course. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And they gotta feel that. They gotta see it in our eyes. Like, oh, they're not to be played with. We gotta have that aura. We don't have that aura. You know what I'm saying?
That's a very good word. Like,
yeah, we don't have that aura no more.
You're so worried about trying to fit in. Like, we don't want assimilation to the dominant culture. And we know that's not ours. But we also know at the same time, they'll pick and choose all types of shit from our culture.
Yeah.
And they'll assimilate us, and they'll make a ton of money off us. We won't make shit off acting like them. It'd be a few people, okay, let's hold this guy up. Let's point at Clarence Thomas. And and say what the hell's wrong with the rest of you niggas.
Right.
Get your shit together. Why can't you be like this guy?
Got it.
Well, I ain't have the support you gave that guy. You needed someone to put up there, like you needed that black face.
I live a certain way, man. I live by the sword. You know what I mean? That's literally, you know, your tongue is also symbolic to the sword. You know, I'm gonna say how I feel. You know what I mean? I speak for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I have that right. I speak for my fellow brother, my fellow man out here. But this is what I live by. And this right here, this book, very important to me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like all my brothers should read this. You know, not that you have to be a samurai, or you can be in a martial art, but it's a lot of wisdom in this book. And I'm gonna read a couple of passages out this book, and hopefully y'all can understand and y'all can feel these words. For a samurai, a single word is important, no matter where he may be. By just one single word, martial valor can be made apparent. In peaceful times, words show one's bravery. In troubled times, too, one knows that by a single word, the strength or cowardice can be seen. This single word is the flower of one's heart. It is not something said simply with one's mouth. Your actions can be seen that you either brave or a coward. Or just, you might say one or two words and people can witness and observe like, whoa, like yeah, I can tell he's a stand-up guy. Or, you know, what you might not say, you know, they can tell, oh, he's not no stand-up man, or he don't have no heart. That's how I take that. That was deep.
That's right. You building your damn resume. You writing your epitaph every day.
Every day. But somebody,
you're being watched. You know what I'm saying? You know you're being watched. You know you're being seen. So what's your legacy gonna be? You know that you was sniveling, coward, but you managed to keep your head down and you didn't offend nobody, so you was able to keep your job and make your little monies. But maybe you should have cut that man's head off. And I'm not necessarily talking about take your sword to your job, but like he said, the tongue is the sword.
Exactly. The second passage. When discussing things with someone, it is best to speak appropriately about whatever the subject may be. No matter how good what you are saying might be, it will dampen the conversation if it is irrelevant. So in other words, if you ain't got nothing good to say, keep it to yourself. If it ain't got no depth, don't even say, don't need to even speak, speak to your brothers. You know what I mean? If we're gonna be building, we're gonna be building. You know what I mean? We're gonna be talking, things about things that's relevant. How can we build our nation? How can I make my brothers stronger? You know what I mean? How can we help each other? That's what we need to be building on and speaking on. Nothing about, oh, what you got some Jordans on? What kind of belt you got on?
Yeah.
How much money you got in your pocket? Come on, man. We need to be making businesses and, building up our kings and queens out here. Gods and goddesses.
Strong nation. Hey, this is a chance. This is a chance to start from zero. Not dead zero, but this situation, man. This is a chance for everybody to do a reset and reinvent yourself.
I live by this.
Question everything you've done up until this point.
That's right.
Because things ain't gonna be the same going forward after this situation with this pandemic.
I live by the sword, die by the sword. So, got to stand behind our brothers, man, and sisters out here, man. Build up, protect our community, man. Protect everybody out there. So, those words, say peace.
Peace. Till next time. Abolish Movement.
Abolish Movement.